And look at this, Khalil's now actually framing low. That's how low this lead hand is, and this right hand is getting lower and lower. Jiri pulls, and watch the retraction straight back to his hip, and the left hand, this time a hook comes over the top. Left hand control here as well. Literally throws it, grabs, what is he grabbing there? He's grabbing nothing, he's grabbing sand. Right, we're back. It's another episode of The Breakdown. We had an amazing fight between these two, Rountree, Prochazka. Rountree was winning early, but Jiri found a way to come back in the fight, and the way he did it was pretty special. So I want to break that down today and show you exactly what he did and why he is the man he is. So let's just start here right at the start of the fight. They touch gloves, and I just want to look at the body language initially. Like, both these guys are super calm, ready for a war, just smiling, nodding, know it's going to be good. Now, this lead hand is very important. Lead hand play. It happens when you got Southpaw v Orthodox, and that control measures distance and sets up shots. Jiri trying the long range weapons early, but the counters from Khalil are so fast and so precise. Whenever Jiri is on the outside early, Khalil is charging forward, throwing straights, hooks, covering distance. They're super fast and they're super powerful as well. This lead hand, Jiri's literally got his hand trying to control this hook, because this check hook from Khalil is an answer to a lot of this pressure Jiri's giving, and he's going to have to pull out of range of it. So lead hand play, very important. We'll come back to it. We see a lot of level change fakes here from Jiri as well. Mixes up the elevation of where that lead hand is going to go. And now this is still early on. They both throw the backhand at the same time, Southpaw v Orthodox, but Khalil's gets there first, which kind of shows Jiri early that he can't meet Khalil speed for speed, because Khalil is firing faster and on the inside. So watch this left hand exchange. Khalil comes on the inside, Jiri goes to the outside, but his shot gets there first, beats him to the punch on the inside of the angle as well, and then tries to follow up. You've got the beautiful head movement of Jiri. And this is where Jiri was getting a little wild early, trying to flurry. Khalil off the back foot, countering with that hook, and when Jiri frames it, the big left hand on the inside from Khalil. So Jiri trying to track his man, level the backhand, and here as well, toe to toe, we see this left jab come out, but again, the rear left, the lead hook, back into a left hook, banging Jiri's head all over the place. I mean, the man has a chin, but Khalil firing combinations, covering distance, landing hard as well. So Jiri's game plan right now, whatever it was, doesn't seem to be working, but he starts to find this left hand shot, which starts to be his saving grace in this fight. Turns the whole fight around. This long jab, left hand, turns it into a hook. And even here, he's able to float back after landing it. And the blitz from Khalil, none were covering the right distance to land on target. And when you talk about stances, Jiri's hands are always at his hips. It helps these shots come up. It helps him balance himself for his head movement and his slipping shots as well. Very hard to read. Khalil way more traditional, especially Southpaw v Orthodox. That lead hand, if you're a boxer as well, becomes very important. If you can't keep that lead hand away, negating their jab hand, you'll just get dropped over the top all night. Khalil, usually that lead hand is up nice and high, Thai style, maybe a little bit lower so he can disguise it a little, but it's usually up nice and high. But as we get into the fight, as the pace increases, Khalil slowly starts to slow, and that right hand gets lower and lower away from his face. And I'll show you more what I mean in a minute. But right here, you see it's at the hip. Jiri sees this, he knows this left hand shot is starting to work for him, and he's already picking up the lead hand, throwing it right up the middle before Khalil can get his own lead hand up back into place. So here again as well, shows him the lead hand, gets a little retreat. Khalil's still doing a great job with these counter check hooks. That right hook from Khalil is a weapon. Jiri loves it, and that's what he starts to do off the back foot, just look for that check hook counter. You see Jiri physically trying to grab the hand, still hand play, and Khalil batting him away at this point, not liking, the control that lead hand is giving him to set up that left. They touch and meet here. Jiri fakes high, goes low. The extended frame comes out high, then Jiri goes high. So Khalil right now, where is he going? Where's this elevation and where is this left hand? At my hip, dip, fake, extension. This time the right comes out instead because he's trying to set up the rest of his offense. But again, it's a lovely check hook from Khalil, who then rotates out back to the center. So he's finding ways to navigate this, but it's the continuation of this from Jiri that starts to pay off. Khalil throwing out all these combinations. Jiri stays on the pressure, connecting hands again here with the lead hand, going to physically pull Khalil's hand down away from his body to get it out of his face. Tries to grab the wrist. This is forcing Khalil to move backwards. He doesn't like it, which gives Jiri more pace, more pressure to push him forward. And there, the left jab right up the middle of the open guard as well. And Khalil off the back foot, trying to retreat, trying to find space. They touch here with the lead hands as well. Little jab comes out from Khalil. Jiri constantly changing his elevations up and down. extended left. Yuri just bounces out on the reset, ready to go, but it's the constant up-down movement and a spearing jab again, just right over that right hand of Khalil. And towards the end of the round, Khalil's banging these combinations, trying to swarm, trying to come forward. But again, they touch lead hands here for just a second. Jiri gets the range, dips, staggers his step in, and boom, fires up that left again. And now pushing Khalil back with it also. And look at this, Khalil's now actually framing low. That's how low this lead hand is. He's got the frame to come down. Jiri dips, level changes, the frame comes high, and he's looking again to push that left hand. It's all about this left hand. It's literally the saving grace for him in this fight, keeping the pressure on here as well as Rountree again starts to slow. And this right hand is getting lower and lower and lower on the reset. Jab comes out from Khalil, Jiri pulls, and watch the retraction straight back to his hip. And the left hand, this time a hook comes over the top. But again, Khalil still wrapping that right check hook to try and keep himself in a position to angle. Spearing jab once again tags Khalil. And Khalil tries to load up, but again, the left hook this time catches Khalil as he's setting up the counter attack. And all these shots start to bang him about, drain him, make that right hand feel less like a weapon, measuring the distance, getting the timing, a little touch. And again, just a beautiful left hand right down the open guard. Look at this right hand of Khalil. He's trying to drag it up to counter over the top, but Jiri is gone. Look how close this left is, but he pulls out of range. And again, that's part of the mastery of Jiri. Beautiful head movement, beautiful distance management. And right now, he's just picking Khalil with this jab, spearing it in his face non-stop. And here again, boom, just a beautiful jab, that right hand all the way down now for Khalil. And Jiri's just outpacing him with that. The distance with the legs, the distance with the reach on his body, just tagging him non-stop. In these big techniques, just slowing him down. Start of the third round here. Jiri gets tagged by a beautiful left hook from Khalil. But as Jiri's fading back, Khalil was really, really swinging on these shots now. And this is only going to tire him out more. And Jiri starts to break him down. Left hand control here as well. Literally throws it, grabs. What is he grabbing there? He's grabbing nothing. He's grabbing sand, lowers his level, and then again dips from the bottom. Beautiful left. It's almost like a corkscrew uppercut up the middle through the open guard. Finds the home yet again. Tags him with his head ready to bob out of the way. Big left hook here from Khalil, but look at the left hand once again, tags him mid-swing, and then it's pressure, pressure, pressure. Rolls to the outside of it again. Look at his hands are so low, man. But Jiri's so confident, and then boom, another left from the hip, man. So hard to see and to read that coming. Right here, toe-to-toe once again. Left hand extended and beautiful left hand jab there from Jiri. This time combos the left hook, and now he's staying in the pocket, chaining these combinations together. Khalil's not backing up anymore because maybe he feels like he can't hit Jiri. He's literally just trying to fire back as the shots are coming. And now Khalil's against the fence. The right hand's getting lower. Beautiful extension on the jab, slips, and a lovely left hand from Jiri. Beautiful head movement. Change the straight right shots. He's just covering low, man. He doesn't want any more of this. And of course, this eventually sets up the finish. The body's hurt. The hands are fatigued. Against the fence. And Jiri can find his kill shot to put him away. Khalil still trying to throw back, but you can see how low his hands come. Spinning elbow doesn't really land, but this is the finish here. Hands all the way down for Khalil. The jab just lands before he can bring any defense up. And now, absolutely knackered. This right hand is not even going to move as the left hook comes up the middle and puts him away. Beautiful performance by Jiri Prochazka. So there you have it, man. A great fight. One of the most exciting fights of the year so far between two devastating strikers. Khalil early with that southpaw, Muay Thai, the check hooks. He was throwing some good kicks as well. But Jiri Prochazka just stayed out of range, just kept poking with this lead hand, slipping. And then once he found his home for that left, he was putting it over Khalil's lowering right hand, up the middle of the guard. It's all about that left hand for Jiri. He was not doing that well in this fight until he started to find that shot. And then it started to snowball and create for him a path to victory. All right, there you go. That's it for the breakdown on that one. That's how it all played out. More respect to Jiri Prochazka and Khalil Rountree, of course, who fought very well, very powerful, showed early. He's probably the faster guy, but as the fatigue set in, Jiri was baiting out those shots, finding the holes in the defense. Let me know what you think, guys, where these guys go next, who you want to see Jiri fight next, how you think he might match up against Alex in the future as well. But I'll be back with another episode of The Breakdown. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I'd appreciate that. Let me know you're enjoying the series. I'll see you in the next one.